How's it going, boys? Johnny Superb, man, here. And it's official. The World Cup of Hockey is underway. Last night, I got to watch my team, Canada, absolutely dismantle the Czech Republic. I mean, it wasn't even fair, man. The game was over after the first two goals. And that third goal before the end of the first intermission, that was the dagger. Poor Czech Republic. But you know what? I don't know who to feel worse for, the Czech Republic or Team USA. They lost to Team Europe. Yeah, I guess you guys are missing fat-ass Phil Kessel now, huh? Yeah, you could have used him in a shutout. So, what I want to do, boys, I want to use EA Sports' NHL 17 simulation engine to see who's going to take the World Cup of Hockey. If I have to bet, I gotta put my chips on Team Canada, just because I want them to win, and I mean, come on, it's Canada, right? But before we get started, there was one option I wanted to turn off: injuries. All right, I know it may not be realistic, but just for the sake of the tournament, some teams, if they have one of their stars get injured, I mean, that's going to be rough. Canada is so deep, so we're just going to turn injuries off, right? But there's so many storylines with the World Cup. I'd love to see Team North America face Canada in the final, or face Team USA in the final, and have them win. You know, the under-23, McDavid and Matthews tearing up the veterans in the NHL. That would be so cool to see. So, but also, I mean, Team Sweden. A lot of people on our website talking up Team Sweden and their amazing defensive core. So we're going to have to see here. So I got every team under my human control so we can track them all. I'm not going to make any line changes. Whatever the rosters and lines that EA Sports has on the default roster, that's what we're going to use, all right? So we're going to go the quick simulation until we get to the knockout stages. So the first games we got, it was just Saturday, right? The first games, the Czech Republic versus, or as Don Cherry calls it, the Czechoslovakians. Poor guy, give the old man a break. Jesus, live TV, shit is said. God damn. All right, yeah, we'll just do USA versus Europe. Yeah, we'll follow these guys first. All right. So, boys, game number one. The United States of America versus Team Europe. And let's see, it looks like Team Europe in the simulation loses to the Americans. All right, well, we know better, but the Americans, they come through in the simulation. Canada ends up beating the Czech Republic 7-2. All right, so EA Sports got that right, kind of. So let's go to Finland. They're playing Team North America on Saturday, and it's Sweden versus Russia, right? Yes, it is. So first we'll do Team North America. Can they beat Finland? Simulate up to this day. Let's see. The Finns beat the youngins of Team North America. And the Super Swedes beat Team Russia 10-2. Man, you guys weren't lying. Holy crap, they destroyed them. All right, very nice. Who's playing on day number 3? It's going to be Russia versus Team North America. Let's see who takes it. Oh, the Russians take it in overtime, boys. Man, they get the freaking losing to Team North America and Sweden. I think Russia's chances are over. Anybody else playing on this day? The Europeans end up losing to the Czech Republic. So the Europeans in this, after 2 games, are 0-2-0. I don't think they'll be coming back from that, boys. Sweden is going to be playing... Who is this? Finland right here? Here we go. Let's take a look. Finland versus Sweden. Ooh, the Super Swedes take it 4-1. They dominate with 2 victories in their first 2 games. Who else was on this day? Sweden. No, we already got that. The United States. United States lose to Team Canada in a shootout 2-1. All right. So America versus Canada. That may pop up again in this tournament, though. And then we got Europe versus Canada. Come on now, Canada. Go 3-0, baby. Yeah, we win 6-1. Hell yeah. The Czech Republic, they're playing the next day. Finland, who's playing this day? It was Team North America. Team North America beats Sweden 5-4. Way to go, youngins. I knew you could do it. The Swedes are not going to like that. And we got Russia versus Finland. Both teams are 1-1-0, so this looks like whoever wins is going to get to the next stage. This is a big game here, and it's won by the Russians 2-1. So after that 10-2 loss against the Super Swedes, they come back and beat Team North America in overtime, a close game, and they beat Finland 2-1. So Russia, they scraped their way into the knockout stage. I think they've made it. Team USA beats the Czech Republic, so they go 2-0-1 with a win over Team Europe, even though they lost. A shootout loss to Team Canada and a win against the Czech Republic. Okay. Canada goes 3-0 with a win over the Czechs, the Americans, and the Europeans. The Czechs. All right, might as well just go back and take a look at the standings here. Hang on a second, boys. I'll bring up the stats and the standings and the tables and all that. Team stats, World Cup of Hockey tree. Oh, that's when the playoff tree starts. Where's the tables? There it is. All right, so after 3 games, it looks like United States of America and Team Canada, they are off to the knockout stages. And in Group B, you got Sweden and Russia, who are off to the knockout stages. So Finland, Team North America, the Czech Republic, and Team Europe. Nice try. Oh, man, poor Team Europe. They get 0 points. Man, they might be the underdogs this year. They just beat the US of A. Here we go, all right? So let's simulate ahead. I'm going to let's follow Canada, baby. Hell yeah. We know who's going to win this. There's not even a chance any other team takes it. All right, so simulate up to the next day. Let's see when the next games pop up. All right, the playoff matchups have been determined, boys. I want to take a look at these. Hang on. So let's go back to the playoff tree. Who's facing each other in the knockout stages? Now, you know what? Never mind. So there it is, boys. You got Canada versus Russia and Sweden versus the United States. Will it be Canada versus Sweden? Will it be Canada versus America? Will the Russians beat Canada? I don't think so, man. There's no way. Unless Ovechkin just fucking tears it up. So this is what we're going to do, boys. We're going to go real-time simulation for these games because they mean something. First, let's do Team United States versus Team Sweden, all right? Simulate up to... Oh, wait. Calendar. Are they both on the same day or is that the day after? I don't want to simulate ahead here. United States plays on the Sunday. And Canada, when do you play? Canada plays on the Saturday. So I got to do Team Canada versus Russia first, boys. So I'll play this game, simulate. Who's going to take it? The Russians or the Canadians? Who's going to start off the game hot? First period. Ooh, 0-0. I think that's a win for Russia right there, you know. Weather the storm of the Canadian firepower. Nice job. Ovechkin, though, he's got to step up if Russia wants a chance. Second period. Oh, my God. This is getting close, boys. 0-0 game going into the third period. Will Carey Price crumble? Will Ovechkin score? What about Crosby? Here we go. Resume simulation. Increase the speed. We're going up to 8 times. A minute at a time, boys. Patrice Bergeron solves Sergei Bobrovsky for the opening goal. And the Canadians take a 1-0 lead. We got 10 minutes remaining here in the third period. A power play for the Russians. And it's a big goal by Gino Malkin. Wait a minute. Artem Anisimov fires another one. The Russians have a late 2-1 lead. The Canadians tie it with Tyler Seguin. Oh, his injury. He comes back from it and gets a goal. And we're going to overtime, boys. What a wild third period. Patrice Bergeron takes the lead. 2 goals by the Russians in less than a minute. Malkin ties it up. Anisimov buries one. And then Tyler Seguin with less than 5 ties it up, boys. Here we go. We're going to overtime. Resume the simulation. Who's going to be the overtime hero? I called on Ovechkin. What about Crosby? Crosby versus Ovechkin still going on. The rivalry. 12 minutes. 11 minutes. Oh, man, this has been a defensive game. 42-39 the shots. You can't blame the goaltenders. And it's John Tavares. He buries one from the right half boards on Sergei Bobrovsky. And the Canadians are off to the finals, baby. What a game by the Russians. They had the Canadians backed into a corner. Anything could have happened in overtime. 40 shots. Carey Price made 38 saves. Bobrovsky made 42 saves. You really cannot blame him at all. 3 stars of the game. Carey Price, Artem Anisimov, and Alex Pietrangelo with 2 assists there. Carey Price, man, fantastic freaking game. And the Canadians survived the Russian onslaught. Woo, a little bit of a scare right there, Canada. A little bit of a scare, but they are 4-0. Very nice. Calendar, hang on. I don't want to simulate the American day. We're on this day here. Where is America? All right, so America versus Sweden. Who is going to meet Canada in the final? Will it be Team USA or will it be the Super Swedes? A lot of people saying the Super Swedes, this is their year. Their defensive core is way too strong. Well, we'll see. We'll see here, boys. Can they beat the Americans? First period. Ooh, it's off to 1-1. Patrick Kane and Nicholas Hjalmarsson. All right. Second. Oh man, look at the shot. 17-6 for Sweden. America, you guys can count yourself lucky to be tied after one. Second period. Oh, the Super Swedes take the lead. A goal by Patrick Hornqvist on Jonathan Quick. Third period, boys. Can the Americans get back in this? A real-time simulation. USA. Oh, Blake Wheeler. He buries it past Henrik Lundqvist. We got another 2-2 tie in the third period. Oh, power play for the Americans. Oh, they have the referees in their back pockets. 8 minutes left. Can the Super Swedes get one? Can the United States get one? Who's going to be the hero? 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute left. We're down to overtime. So both games, the Russian-Canadian game and the American-Swedish game, they both have to go to overtime. Both teams may be tired in the finals. Here we go. Who's going to be the overtime hero? Power play in overtime. The Americans cannot do anything. Man, if you had Phil Kessel, he could have buried it. Here we go. 48 shots to 29. The Super Swedes are pouring it on Jonathan Quick. Oh, and they finally beat him on a goal by Jakob Silfverberg, however you pronounce that Super Swede's first name. He buries it with 9:16 left in the overtime frame, and it almost took 50 shots to get 3 past Jonathan Quick. You really can't blame Quick there. United States outshot 49 to 31. It seems like the Super Swedes controlled the game, boys, and they take it. So you guys are right. Sweden versus Canada in the final. 3 stars. Henrik Lundqvist, first star. Patrick Hornqvist, second star. And Jonathan Quick. Yeah, you really cannot blame Jonathan Quick at all. All right, so we got the final. Now, question. Is there a third place game in the World Cup of Hockey? I actually don't even know. I don't want to make sure I don't simulate past it. So I'll just stay on the Canadians. Simulate to this. There you go. Okay. Now let me go back to the Americans here. Do they have any third place games? No, they don't. So it's just the final. Good. So all we got to do is focus on the Canadians. And I like how the final is a best of 3 series, so you can't just get lucky for one game. I have to give this in favor of the Canadians, man. They're going to grind these bitches down, all right? One game, anyone can beat Team Canada. Freaking Latvia held us to a 1-0 win in 2014, I think it was. Who was that goaltender? You know what? Whatever. The Super Swedes can certainly win a one-off game, but if we have 3 chances to get 2 wins, that gives us the advantage. I have to give us the advantage. So the 4-0 Canadians up against the 3-1 Super Swedes. Who's gonna take it? Game number 1, boys. Simulate up to this day. Yeah. Unless there's hang on. Let me just try it again. USA. No, there's no third place game. So here it is, boys. Canada versus Sweden. Who's going to take it? Game 1. It's a massive game. First period, and the Canadians get off. John Tavares, the overtime goal against Russia, and he scores the first goal in the finals against Lundqvist. Nice job. Second period, increase sim. Yeah, resume sim. We'll go 8 times again. The third period, slow sim is nice. Who's going to step up? The Super Swedes. Are they going to get shut out? Carey Price, man. How the hell are you going to get past Carey Price? First, you got to get by Shea Weber, Drew Doughty, Brent Burns, Alex Pietrangelo, and then you got to get by freaking Carey Price with forwards like Ryan Getzlaf, Jonathan Toews, Patrice Bergeron. Forget it, man. Forget it. The Super Swedes cannot get one past Carey Price. Shots are even, 27 to 26, but the Canadians take it 1-0. Carey Price, baby, the best goaltender in the world. He's stepping up. Henrik Lundqvist had an amazing game as well, but you're talking about 1A, 1B. 1A seems to be Carey Price. Hell yeah. So the Canadians, they are 5-0 in the World Cup of Hockey. Can we go 6-0 to end it without a single team beating us? The Super Swedes, they have everything to gain right here. Come on, baby. Canadians, we can end it. We don't want to have to go back to a game 3. Oh, the Swedes are the home team. We'll see. I don't think that's going to play into it. So, first period. And the Super Swedes, they finally solve Carey Price. Nicholas Backstrom, 10 shots apiece. Second period. Oh, they get another one. Patrick Hornqvist and the Super Swedes. Now it's time for Henrik Lundqvist to step up. Here we go. Real-time simulation here in the third period. Shots are 24 to 25 in favor. Well, they keep on changing. Very even right now. Will the Canadians get at least one? Or are we going to have back-to-back shutouts? One for Canada, one for Sweden. That would set up a nice final game. Let's see. 5 minutes left. I think the Super Swedes got this. Oh, and Henrik Sedin buries it to give the insurance, and that's going to be it. We got a 1-1 series tie in the final of the World Cup of Hockey between Canada and the Swedes, baby. Henrik Lundqvist, Nicholas Backstrom, and Louis Eriksson with 2 assists. All right. So here it is. You guys were right. You guys on the website were right. The Super Swedes, they can hold their own, and they've got Canada in the final. Game number 3, baby. Simulate up to this day. Now, who's going to take this? I could just do a real-time simulation the whole game. That's what I'm going to do. Let's go real-time simulation, boys. Crosby, you've been nowhere in these freaking, in the World Cup, in this simulation. You got to step up, my man. Hang on. There you go. I am still confused from old gen. These new controls. What is it? Paused? Resume. There you go. Yeah. All right. Jonathan Toews, baby. Some say Captain Canada, second behind Crosby. He starts it up with a 1-0 lead. Nice job there, Jonathan Toews. Right on the goal mouth as well from the left circle. 7 minutes left here in the first period. The Canadians have that lead, even though the Super Swedes are out shooting them 10-6, 11-6. 1 minute left, and that's it. So Team Canada takes a 1-0 lead into the first intermission. Come on now, boys. So Carey Price, you got to step up. Can't have that kind of game that you had last time. Power play for the Super Swedes, and Gabriel Landeskog scores one on the PP. We got a tie game at 1. Another power play for the Swedes. Oh, come on now. We deserve a power play. The Swedes, they're not going to be body checking us. Shit, they're not going to take penalties. 5 minutes left here in the second period. 3 minutes left. 2 minutes left. All right. I mean, it makes sense. The series is tied 1-1. The game is now tied 1-1. Third period, boys. Both goaltenders are playing great. However, the Super Swedes are out shooting the Canadians 25-16. Is this the year of the Super Swedes, or will the Canadian dynasty continue? Come on now, Canada. Come on now, Canada. Yes, baby! Tyler Seguin gets the go-ahead goal. Yes, baby! Brad Marchand. Shit! Erik Karlsson makes it 3-2. We got a wild first 5 minutes. We got a 3-2 game. The Canadians have caught up in the shot totals. They turned it on when it mattered most. Don Cherry got down there and had a motivational speech. Will that be enough? Will Carey Price hold on? No, he won't! Daniel Sedin ties it up with 5 minutes left. We got a 3-3 tie. Oh my god. Oh my god. 30 seconds and we're going to overtime. Oh, jeez. What a game this is. The Canadians get too early, but Karlsson and Daniel Sedin, they help to tie it up. We got overtime, boys. Shots are 36-34. Who's going to be the hero? Who's going to get the golden goal to win it? All right, resume simulation. Canada, Sweden, overtime, game 3, power play. That's nonsense. That's 3-0 for power plays for Sweden. God damn, babe. Jesus, give one to Canada. 10 minutes left. Oh, Logan Couture, the golden goal, and Canada, they win the World Cup of Hockey over the Super Swedes, baby. Yeah. Logan Couture. Well, 2016 ends up being great for Logan. He loses in the Stanley Cup final, but he gets the golden goal to win the World Cup of Hockey for Team Canada. Fan-freaking-tastic. Might be the greatest moment of his hockey career right there. Goals by Jonathan Toews, Tyler Seguin, and Logan Couture. Toews had a goal and 2 assists. He stepped up big time. And the Super Swedes right now in the comment section, I'm sure, are going nuts, disagreeing, saying, bullshit, bullshit. Sweden's going to win. So there it is, boys. I mean, I predicted it. I said Canada's going to win. It's not really that much of a prediction, for God's sakes. I mean, it's Canada we're talking about here, right? They're just way too deep, and they got everything they need. So, I said it, in a one-off game, Sweden is certainly good enough to beat Canada. And you saw it in game number 2. But in the 3-game series, the Canadians came through and they beat it. So, you got Canada in first, Sweden in second, and the Russians and Americans, I guess, tied for third. We'll just call it right there. So, boys, we'll see if EA Sports' simulation for NHL 17 is accurate. I have to say, as Canada as the winner, you can't go wrong with that. So, boys, let me know what you think about the results. Crosby, he was nowhere to be found. The Super Swedes, I know, are angry. And the Americans, oh, the Americans, they might not even make it to the knockout stage. Let me know, boys, and I will see you in the next one. Be sure to check out our website, 2bcsports.com, where the hockey talk continues. Find myself and others in the live interactive chat, or dive into the active forums to talk about sports and gaming. You can also find us on Twitch, where the live streams come to life. Rock on!